Hello people, Mr. Limitless here. In this video we're gonna talk about how being poor is just a nightmare, and in order for you to stop the nightmare you just wake up. When you're dreaming about something you don't really like, what you do, you become aware that it's just a dream. You either start controlling the dream, you start chasing the monster that is chasing you, or you either wake up and switch the dream, go to some different reality. You can do the same in your life. If you don't like your current reality, you either get aware of that and you take your life into your own hands and start basically chasing the monsters down the streets, basically become rich, or you can just switch the reality, and instead of being in this reality that you're poor and miserable and all these things, you just become someone who is rich and successful and happy and fulfilled and everything. When I was poor, I felt miserable, like I mentioned, and I really felt like I was in a nightmare. I was stuck and everything. Most probably, when you're in that position, you will feel the same, because money is not the most important thing in this world, but it plays a huge role in your life. If you don't have money, if you're poor, yeah, you can have great family, great parents, great friends and everything, but you still can't do the things that you want without money. We live in a material world, and you either like it or not, you need to have at least an amount of money that will make you free. Now I got 3 tips for you in order for you to wake up from your nightmare of being poor. First of all is for you to start talking more, speaking more. When you go out in the gym, when you go out in the mall, when you go out with your friends, start talking more, because you don't know who you're gonna meet. And these millionaires that you see online, they all basically earn millions by networking. Let's say you go out with your friends and you are set to meet at 8 o'clock in that random bar. Go there 20 minutes earlier and just start talking to the bartender, to the waiter, just a small talk. I live around the corner, I like this place, small talk basically. And you remember, you're just there 20 minutes earlier, you see the people around you, you're sitting alone in the table. Either someone is gonna come to you and start talking to you just because you're ongoing, you're having conversations with different people, or you're gonna just, ask the person next to you what he's drinking, what did he order, things like this, like small talk like this. Maybe you even go and ask for some girl's number or something. The thing with this is that you're basically becoming easygoing, talking to people, and the right thing about this is that you don't know who you're gonna meet. Maybe the person sitting next to you is a multi-millionaire that's gonna help you become rich. This happened to me when I was in the gym. I was just working out casually, and this guy randomly, not really approached me, but we were working out on the same machine, and we started this small talk. He ended up being like a self-made millionaire, and we ended up doing some kind of collaboration. That's the first thing. The second thing that you need to do is just cut your limiting beliefs. When you're poor, you think that in the world there are no money, everybody is poor, everybody is living paycheck to paycheck, 9 to 5, the secure path, all these bullshit ideas. And then when you become rich, you start surrounding yourself with the rich people, and then you're like, oh yeah, everybody's rich. When you were poor, you were like, everybody's poor, and now when you're rich, you're like, everybody's rich, everybody has money. This is depending on what circles do you surround yourself with. You can't be surrounding yourself with low quality people, because they will not help you in any way for you to improve. And your limiting beliefs are the ones that are stopping you, holding you back. Imagine it like being tied to a big rock, bigger than you, and trying to run a marathon. You cannot compete when you have this big stone, this big weight holding you back. That are your limiting beliefs. When you go into life with your victim mindset, everyone is against you, everything is against you, the economy, the markets, everything. There are no opportunities for you, your boss hates you, this guy looks at you this way. Let me share you this quick experiment. They gathered a bunch of women and they put on makeup on them, they made them with scars on their faces, and they told them to go on some job interview. Before going on the job interview, they said, let's just touch a little bit on the scars. And the makeup artists removed all the scars, and the women think that they're going with all these messed up faces with scars, but the truth is that they're going with just clean faces, how they look. When they got back from the interviews, all the women reported that the men who are hiring, they judged them. They were either racist, or they were some kind of they were not friendly. They were looking at them strange and judging them and all these things. But the reality is that these women were just normal women, just how they looked with their natural faces. But they thought that their faces were messed up, and they judged themselves, and they put it out there. They created a whole reality out of their whole mind, basically to not get hired in the job just because they thought they had scars on their faces. See how big of a deal this is when you put it in your brain that all the odds are against you, that this guy doesn't like you, that the markets are bad, that the economy, that this, that, everything is against you. You're digging your own graveyard. You go out in the real world, you try a business thinking that you will fail. You go out and you approach this girl thinking that she will reject you. Who cares, bro? What? You're gonna be a victim? You're gonna stay a loser? Just change your mindset and watch in real time how your life improves. The third thing that you need to do in order to wake up from the nightmare of being poor is say yes to more things. When you say yes to random things and you give chance to you say yes to the business, you say yes to the investment, you either win or lose. Now if you win, that's great, you earn money or whatever. And if you lose, you don't just lose and that's the end of the world. You learn. You either win or learn. There is no such a thing as lose. I invested a couple of months ago, I invested $3,000 in some investment thing. I lost them. Did I really lose them, or was it all experience? I learned a lot from that thing, and right now with more money, I'm much more careful than I was a couple of months ago. You either learn or win. There is no such a thing as a loss. You need to take risks if you're a young man. You cannot be in your comfort zone. You cannot be going and just chasing the 9 to 5 because you're in the rat race and you will be miserable your whole life. You gotta start taking the risks while you're young, and at some point that risk will reward you. If you're just in your comfort zone, if you're a coward, God won't reward you. God rewards honest people, hardworking people, and brave people. You will not succeed in this life if you want to play the safe route, if you don't want to try out different things. You gotta try in order to win, basically. You cannot just sit on your couch, play Minecraft, and accept millions to fall from the sky. These are the 3 key things that helped me go from poor guy, from miserable guy, to a financially free and free in all realms of human endeavor guy. So I hope they will help you too if you implement them. But if you go and watch another video and then another one and then another one and you forget about this, they will not help you. So go out in the real world, implement what they told you, stop being the consumer, start being the guy who takes action, and watch how your life improves.